it's just time to get back to us, man. You know, we can't hop on the loss. You know, we took that loss, and you know, it's a lot. This program got still ahead of us, and you know, we got to realize that, open our eyes and see that. And you know, I'm just trying to get the young guys to open their eyes up and see that. And you know, the seniors, they know it's a lot ahead of us this season. You know, it's better not losing 3 or 4 now. We just got to take them 2, and we got to just run with it. So it's better just open our eyes up and just know we got a lot ahead of us.
Did you like what you saw from the young guys in terms of kind of understanding that message yesterday? Or I guess what did you see from them?
Yeah, they came to work yesterday, and you know, we had a great practice. It was a great start to the week, and you know, nobody ain't looking back at the loss, and you know, but we had a great practice yesterday, and you know, it was a great start of the week.
This is your second year. What makes you not one of the young guys anymore?
I just feel like Coach Fisher look at me as one of the leaders, and you know, I can't call myself a young guy. I gotta put myself in the shoes of you know, being a big brother to some of these guys. So you know, I know they look up to me, and you know, I just gotta fill the shoes.
Was the week off good for you? Do you feel healthier after having the Syracuse week off?
I do feel better, and you know, I feel like I needed that week to get my ankle right, my hamstring right, and you know, my hamstring feel good, my ankle feeling better, and you know, I'm about as healthy as I was when I started the season.
Dalvin, you're about 12 yards from breaking the single season rushing record. Just your thoughts on that and your place, you know, in the record book there and in the history of the program.
It's a blessing, you know. The work done, you know. That's one of the greats that you always look and watch when I was growing up. So you know, to be mentioned, to break his record, you know, that's a blessing from God, and you know, it's an honor just to be mentioned with him, and you know, but it's a blessing from God.
He was there in Atlanta. Did you get a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, that's when I first met him, and you know, great person. You know, gave me some words of encouragement, and you know, just wisdom of the game, and, you know, but great guy to be around.
What kind of advice does a guy like that have, I guess?
He know the game. He done been through this program, know what it takes. You know, done been in the league a couple of years, and you know, so he done played my position. So you know, he just always got the words to keep me going. You know, just the little things he see that I probably won't see. So you know, things like that.
Was this, when you came to Florida State, was this ever an individual goal of yours? Did you ever think that you could beat that record?
Nah, it wasn't never in my head. You know, just was the work just had to be put in. And, you know, I feel like I done put the work in. You know, I'm still working. And, you know, it's things that I still got to work on a lot. And you know that I could be a better player than I am now. And you know, just the work was there to be put in. But the things I'm doing now, I know I never put that in my head. You know, just with the work.
What are some of those things that you think you can, I mean, your season's obviously been impressive, but things that you think you can build on and keep working and improving on?
I'm just helping the team finish, you know. It's all the team effort, but, you know, just make my individual role more better and, you know, just improve in the little things, you know. Probably just being more vocal out there, you know. Guys might need me to be more vocal, so, you know, just little things like that.
Did it feel like when you were talking to Work, did it feel like he was supportive of you, you know, taking hold of that record and passing him up?
Yeah, he was very encouraging, like very motivated. He motivated me like, go get it. You know, it's there to be broken. That's why it's there. And you know, that's what it is. He said it's there to be broken, so I guess that's what it's about to be broken.
Being vocal as a leader, is that something that comes natural for you? Or is that something you've kind of had to work on and make yourself do?
Back in high school, the guys at high school, they looked up to me too. You know, me and Joe and all them guys back in high school was leaders on our team. So, you know, I always had to take the role of, you know, my talent just overweighed everything. So I know I had to be that guy because I'm scoring touchdowns and everything. The coach look up to me, the players look up to me, so I had to be that guy to say what I had to say. So I always been that guy just to talk, yes.
As far as kind of going back to that leadership role, it wasn't like losing was something that happened very often for you at Central. So what have you learned this year about yourself in terms of what needs to be said or not said to be a better leader for the younger guys on this team?
You know, after a loss, everybody heads down. You know, people like you don't want to hear a lot of stuff. So you really got to know what to say to the guys. And you know, you just really, man, you just go be like, man, especially the seniors, because I know this day last year, and you just tell them, you know, we gotta live, we gotta keep fighting, and you know, it's for the program, and that's what we came here for Florida State, and you know, we gotta just keep giving these fans what they want, and we got to just keep going back to work. So just stuff like that, 'cause it's bigger than us. The game bigger than us. We playing for the fans in Florida State. That's just how I look at it.
Who are some older players that you take leadership from?
Terrence Smith, Reggie, EG just got here, but I look up to them guys, and because I know they done been in programs like EG done been in college 5 years. Reggie, all them guys done been here multiple years, so I just look up to them guys and just take what they learned from Telvin and all them guys and just grasp it.
And what's it like when guys like that are taking on your leadership and your role despite you being younger?
It's great, that they looking up to me as a sophomore, and I just feel like I just gotta get better, and they'll take leadership too.
As far as NC State's concerned, what's kind of been the discussion with what they do scheme-wise and the team's chances against them?
We got a good chance. We going with our game plan like Coach Fisher put in every week. We just gotta go out there and execute it. Jacoby Brissett, one of the great talents on their team, and we played against him last year. And great quarterback, and we just got to get after him. And they defense up front, they good. We just got to do our assignments and execute, and I feel like we'll be successful.
Dalvin, when it comes to breaking tackles, is that something that you can work on, or does it just come naturally?
I feel like it come natural, and it's a mind thing. Like you put in your mind, like this one guy ain't gonna tackle me, and that's what I try to tell all the running backs. Like Jaquez, one guy can't tackle us, and that's just part of the mindset. That's how. It's part of your mind. You put in your head, that guy ain't gonna tackle you, then he ain't gonna tackle you.
Assuming you guys have gotten a chance to see what's going on around the nation, you guys get a chance to pay attention to what's going on in Missouri at all, or is that kind of been an afterthought?
I just learned about it, but that's crazy, and I don't know about that. That's crazy, but I just learned about it. I was watching ESPN, and I seen it pop up on the screen. But it's good how the guys stood together like that.
This NC State team, you guys came back from 17 down to beat them last season. You guys coming off this loss, for them, they probably can think that, hey, maybe Florida State is better, maybe we have a chance to come and steal one. Why is that not going to happen?
That's their mindset coming in. Coach said it yesterday. They know we got a loss. They think we still think about the loss, but we coming back to work, and that's the mindset that I'm trying to put in the offensive heads right now. And I know the defensive guys, they ready to go. We just got to put it in our head. We got to go out there, play our game, and outscore them, because the defense is gonna do their job.
At the start of the season, you guys kind of always have those same goals: the ECC title, try to get to the playoff. Now that those kind of goals aren't possible for you guys, what are the new goals you set for yourselves for the remainder of the season?
Just finish this month strong. Yeah, we finish this month strong, and get us in a good bowl game, and get the program back where we needed at. And we just finish this month strong, we'll be all right. That's our goal, just finishing the month strong. We finish November strong, we'll be all right.